Hey everyone, this is C Crypto Daily Buzz. Today is February 27, 2026. This channel summarizes the most important crypto news for investors in Southeast Asia, including the Philippines, Vietnam, Indonesia, and OFW communities using crypto and remittance every day. Let's go through 3 key stories you should know in today's crypto market. First, a long-term on-chain view on Bitcoin cycles. CryptoQuant says that if past patterns repeat, the final bottom of this Bitcoin cycle may not arrive until sometime between June and December 2026. Their new analysis lines up the current halving cycle with previous ones and shows that in 2012, it took about 777 days after the halving to hit the ultimate bottom, 889 days in 2016, and 925 days in 2020. Applying those timelines to the April 19, 2024 halving date gives rough projected bottom windows of June 4th, September 24th, or October 30th, 2026, meaning the market could stay in a broad corrective phase for many more months, even if there are strong rallies in between. For investors in Southeast Asia, including those in the Philippines and Vietnam, my view is that this doesn't mean you should wait for a perfect bottom. Instead, it's a reminder to build strategies that can survive a longer, choppy cycle, avoid over-leverage, and think in years rather than weeks. Second, security planning for Ethereum's future. Vitalik Buterin has released a roadmap for making Ethereum more resistant to future quantum computers, focusing on validator signatures, data availability, and user wallets. In a detailed post, Vitalik highlighted 4 vulnerable areas: validator consensus signatures, data availability systems, regular user wallet signatures, and some Layer 2 zero-knowledge proofs, and proposed moving toward hash-based signature schemes as a key defense. He also suggested redesigning how large batches of transaction data are verified and stored, so that even if quantum capabilities become practical, the chain can be upgraded without losing security or decentralization. In my view, this is medium to long-term stuff, not a reason for short-term panic. Quantum-level attacks are not here yet, but serious projects like Ethereum are already planning migrations. For Southeast Asia investors in ETH, from Singapore traders to OFWs stacking small amounts, it's a sign that the core devs are thinking years ahead about risk rather than ignoring it. Third, a regulatory reminder from the Philippines that matters for Southeast Asia. Philippine regulators have intensified their crackdown on unlicensed platforms like Binance, while continuing to promote a list of licensed exchanges for local users. Following previous warnings from the Securities and Exchange Commission, the National Telecommunications Commission has ordered ISPs to block access to dozens of unregistered crypto trading sites, and app stores in the Philippines have removed the main Binance mobile app after official requests. At the same time, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas and SEC maintain and update a roster of authorized virtual asset providers, which includes platforms such as Coins.th, PDAX, and several others focused on compliant trading, remittance, and payments. For investors and OFWs in Southeast Asia, especially in the Philippines, this is a clear signal. Regulators are drawing a hard line between licensed and unlicensed channels. Using offshore apps that ignore local rules may offer short-term convenience, but they carry real risks of sudden service cuts, frozen access, and no local legal protection when something goes wrong. To sum up today's stories, on-chain cycle analysis suggests Bitcoin's ultimate bottom in this halving era might not arrive until sometime between June and December 2026. Vitalik Buterin has published a roadmap to harden Ethereum against future quantum computing threats, and Philippine regulators are tightening their crackdown on unlicensed platforms like Binance while steering users toward licensed exchanges and stablecoin rails. This video is for information and education only and is not financial advice. All investment decisions and risks are your own responsibility. If this video was helpful, please subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell. Thanks for watching C Crypto Daily Buzz, and I'll see you in the next episode.